It's the OCGFAM show. We're talking about foliar feeding for peppers and tomatoes. Actually peppers and tomatoes, not like, oh, I'm growing some peppers back there and tomatoes, yeah. Let's get started. Hey there! How's my hair? Bob for Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCGFAM show to you, my YouTube buddies. What's going on? Let me know in the comments and we'll talk about it after the show. But right now, let's just get into the show. Papa Bear's Pepper Show. If you haven't seen it, it's a great show here on the YouTubes. Papa Bear's Pepper. He grows peppers, big nectar guy. And he had a question on the show about foliar feeding that I thought was pretty interesting. And if you're growing that kind of crop, you may find interesting too. So I wanted to take that separate clip about foliar feeding peppers and put that in here as one thing. So I'm going on and on. Watch the clip. You'll like it. I'll talk to you after.
But no, Medusa, Zeus, Athena, those all work great as little greening agents, bumping up the foliage.
So a lot of times people say the Pegasus, right?
Yeah, because that's just the feather part of Medusa. So the same thing is in Medusa, but Medusa has all the other aspects in it. So, and everything in there except for the bone meal would be absorbable through the foliage.
Yeah.
So not a problem.
So, but a fair amount of bone meal in there though, isn't there?
I mean, there's a bunch in there, but not enough to slow down the absorption of the nitrogen and other minerals.
I don't know if I even put it up here, but there's someone questioning about how they were doing the BK and the HERT for their foliar feeding.
I think
getting calcium buildup on there.
No, and that's a pepper guy that I watched.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Papa Bear's
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, he reached out about doing foliar feeding with the two, and his question was, how do I prevent the calcium buildup on the foliage when I foliar feed Chaos and Herc? And I'm like, don't do it. Don't put calcium on there because the plants aren't really absorbing it through the foliage. I mean, they do absorb some. It's just the least efficient way of getting it there. So we've been chatting back and forth. He's going to kind of rethink the way he's doing it. Being pepper growers and tomato growers, their biggest fear is blossom end rot and flower fall off. And if they don't, and it's common. So what he was trying to do is, if you build calcium into that plant, the flowers don't fall off nearly as much. They hold their levels a lot better. And at the end of peppers, you always get that brown spot at the end.
Yeah.
If you don't have a lot of calcium when that flower is formed, then when that gets pollinated, it starts to develop the flower, then the flower falls off. If that cell wasn't strong, it's already jeopardized and starts to rot.
Yeah, I've seen that where you get it's like the little ring it's falling off of it. It fell off too early.
Fell off too early and with not a good enough cell structure. So he right now has a bunch of people kind of bitching at him, and not really bitching at him, but just kind of like calling him out because his greenhouse flowers aren't dropping pepper flowers. And anything over 85 degrees, generally you see pepper fall off.
Yeah.
He's not seeing that, and he theorizes that it's because of the bone meal, and I would agree that your calcium load is so high, the plant isn't willing or needs to drop off their foliage or their flowers at this point, and actually it creates more fruit density on the plant because the plant can be pollinated greater and for longer periods of time. So, just the foliar feeding though of Herc or Demeters Aphrodite's actually would go into the plant because of the way it's processed as a milk fat, but it's not your calcium source that's going to protect you from calcium deficiencies. Right. It's more of a sucrose and sugar. So.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, but Medusa, that's a good one. Mix it with Athena's and Zeus, and it's a punch.
Okay, what do you think of that? Do you find that interesting, entertaining, informative? Let me know in the comments. What do you want to talk about? Let's talk about that down there too. That's the show for today. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. The OCGFAM show. It's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCGFAM show. See you tomorrow.